offline. I don't know. Streaming offline. Something's going on here. The lights are flickering like crazy. Okay,
No,
I guess we're there.
It's going now.
We're there.
Hey, everybody.
Hi, party people. Welcome to YouTube.
Yeah.
The YouTube machine. I love the YouTube machine. What?
You're just so goofy.
So you guys, anybody, watching anything on TV right now, around now?
What's on TV?
I heard that there was some sporting event. I don't know. It's kind of like gladiators.
Is it a baseball game?
They're gladiators who pad up and they throw around a ball and they call it football, but they don't actually kick it.
No, they kick it once in a while.
That's the little guy. The little guy.
The little guy comes.
The really tiny guy that comes out.
Right.
He's the footballer. Right?
Right. Everybody else uses their hands. Why do they call it handball?
Handball. Time out.
Don't you get fouled in soccer if you get a handball?
You get in trouble if you're playing soccer and you can't handball it. No, you can't handball it. Brian B, what's up, brother?
Asher Anna.
So there is evidently a very important socially significant sporting event on right now.
Yeah, but we just watch it for the commercials.
That is true. That is true. We do only watch it for the commercials. And we're actually we're recording it because they usually have some really funny commercials on.
Right. And I want to see the commercials.
Yeah, we'll watch them later.
Who's on the halftime show? Do you know?
I don't know. I think it was supposed to be Coldplay.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I like Coldplay.
Oh, good.
You guys like Coldplay? Hi, everybody. Let's see, Mike.
It's not Janet Jackson.
Potato chips up.
That's funny.
Yes. All right, guys. Funny. So we are going to dig in here. We may have to cut tonight's short because our son, David, who is our eldest, has been on a mission trip to Haiti all week.
And he just landed.
They just said, we're on the ground.
That was you.
Well, that's me.
That's you.
That's me. That's me as a rock and roll star.
That was in Rome.
Yeah, check me out. I'm a crazy rock star. But anyway, whatever. Yes, Coldplay for the win. I agree.
Carlos, hey, Country Homestead.
Yeah, so David is on his way back. They're here back in the United States, and we're going to go get him, well, probably in about... We'll see. I mean, we're just kind of waiting, so we may have to...
He's going to call when he's driving, so...
Yeah, he's going to call when he's driving. So, all right, we got a lot of stuff. Hey, Alberta, beep, beep. Yeah, we got a lot of stuff that you guys have asked about. We got...
Lots of questions.
Chock full of questions.
Holy smokes.
And a few things that we have to do before the evening is up. We've got to name at least one goat. We have to... Oh, and Pumpkin, WWE story. Remind me later. I want more people to be watching. It's really funny. Yes, we will talk about that. Wayne's Homestead. What up? I got to get my gang sign out. Wayne. Party on, Wayne.
Party on, Garth.
Yeah, okay.
That's a revert back to the 90s.
Oh, you know what? I can't help it. Wayne's World was a part of who we were when we were kids, and it's stuck.
And how often do we quote it? Every day?
Oh my gosh.
That's insane.
Well, all I gotta say is, nothing. I was gonna quote.
Never mind.
If Benjamin were ice cream flavor.
Oh no, because then you make me want to say the rest of it. No.
If you're gonna spew into this.
Yeah.
So anyway, party on, Wayne. Yes, excellent. Okay.
Do you take cash?
Cha-ching! Adi. All right, getting off the Wayne's World thing. All right, Mama, we got some. But I know what we're going to talk about. Yes, we're going to talk about WWE story. It's actually, I think it would have been WWF at the time.
Yes, it was.
It was WWF at the time. But we need to name some goats, so we're going to need you guys helping us name some goats.
Can I have that pen so I can write them down?
Well, yeah. But we'll get to that. This is the overview.
No, I know.
This is the overview. We're also going to, I want to pose to you guys an idea that we have with our recipe swap. For those of you who've been engaged in the recipe swap, I got an idea. You want to start out with that, or do you want to hold on to that?
Let's hold on to that.
Hold on to that? More people. Okay, so then the other thing that we wanted to chat about was what? We got loads of questions. Maybe we should hit a couple questions.
Yeah, let's do a few questions first.
Yeah, excuse me. I'd like to get by now.
Yeah, no kidding. Nice.
What do you want, you little dweeb?
Okay. All right. Now, one of our homestead friends video, our first homestead friends
Which
video,
was with?
Deep South Homestead.
And they are great.
Oh, they're a super
If you guys saw that interview, thumbs up right away. And if you have not checked out their channel, Deep South Homestead, those guys are really awesome. Mm-hmm. You need to check out their stuff. And I teased in the beginning of the video that he's kind of like a redneck Einstein.
Yeah, no kidding.
But the guy comes up with some wicked smart stuff.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And he's what a humble dude too. Danny is his name. And I just teased him. I was like, what are you, retired NASA? And you decided to just be a homesteader? And he's like, no, I grew up hard, is what he said, meaning poor. So I just thought it was, what a humble dude. So, but anyway, we've got some more of the homestead friends going to be happening.
Yep.
And actually, I'm really excited about the one we're going to be filming it on Tuesday to release next Friday. Mm-hmm. And it's a channel that I found through Dirt Patch Heaven, and I don't want to give too much away, but these people are really, really cool. The guy is a state trooper. They're homesteaders, solid family. So check that out on Friday. What?
I think you just gave it away.
No, I didn't.
Okay.
I didn't. So let's get to some questions.
Okay. All right. So Deep South has asked me, because she was not mad, just we asked them a lot of questions and they didn't get to ask us a lot of questions. So anyhow, she is asking, how big of an area do you plant for your garden? Well, we don't have a real big area because we're only on an acre, and most of our backyard is septic and leach lines. So I don't want to put anything over the top of that.
Although those tomatoes would probably grow really well.
I would imagine.
Just sit it right on top of that thing.
Maybe the yard wouldn't be as wet then. Anyway, so we have 4x10 raised beds.
So palmetto paratrooper.
And then we also have a 4x25 foot.
Yep. Then we're going to add another one.
We're going to add another one next to that. So. And
probably a couple more of the shorter beds. Yeah. And we're going to actually rearrange what we did because we had a really cool trellising idea, which was great. It was basically just hog panels, the welded wire hog panels, and I arced them so they went up about probably 6 feet in the air.
It was enough for us to go under,
which was great, except we didn't think it through all the way. And once you get all your cucumbers on there, you can't get to anything that's inside.
Right. So we're gonna, instead of it being over a bed, we're gonna put it over a path. So
you walk through.
One side is in one bed, and then it goes over into another bed. So we're gonna rearrange that this year.
Yeah.
So at once.
Hey, Deep South.
Ruby has her kids anyway.
So Deep South in the house. What?
So she also asked, how much canning do you do in the summer? We actually can all year round.
We do.
We can chicken. We can broth.
And that, I'll tell you what, guys. If you do nothing more than start canning just for your chicken broth, your turkey broth, your beef broth. Yeah. We figured it out, and it literally saves us hundreds of dollars a year just by canning your own broth.
Yeah.
And it won't cost you anything. You can go to a butcher and ask for the carcasses, and they'll give them to you for nothing usually, and sometimes it's only like 50 cents.
Well, even if you have a chicken that you have cooked for your dinner, save that carcass and throw it in. If you don't want to make broth yet, throw it in the freezer in a Ziploc bag, and then save a few and make your broth.
Yeah, and it literally saves us hundreds of dollars every year. Right. And besides, it's better for you. You're not putting any of them nasty, wasty chemicals in your body. You know how much salt you're putting in. You know what's going into it. And the reality is it just saves so much money.
Right. And Brad and I, she asked me, does Brad help you can? Yes.
I'm the sous chef.
Yeah. Well, we do a lot together. I mean, we do the all of the canning together. It's not just me. It's not just him. We do it together, and we do all the gardening together.
So Danny at Deep South, if you're not helping out with the canning, dude, you better step up your game, brother. Man. She's asking. Your wife is asking questions. She's asking questions, and you are in trouble, son.
Yeah. And no, Brad does not do the dishes because we have little minions for that. Everybody has a job in our house.
Everybody at the house.
Because mom can't do it all. Dad can't do it all. Everybody, we've divided everything up. So right now we have our 10-year-old and our 12-year-old girls. That's their job right now. So.
Yeah. Hey, Billy Branch, finally
Hey.
found. Hi, Billy.
Hey, hi, Billy.
Hi, Billy. She had some questions.
Yes, she does have some questions. We can get to those next.
Yeah.
We don't dry our broth because we don't have enough trays to really do that.
Well, and here's the thing too, guys,
I
about dehydrating food in general. You really got to be careful that, okay, you're going into it knowing what it's going to cost you in terms of your food, but not a lot of people think about what it's going to cost in terms of your electricity.
Yeah, it's
Because it's like running a hair dryer for 15 hours.
Yeah.
And so you really have to weigh it out. Is it worth it? Well, here's the thing. In my opinion, it depends on what you're doing.
Right.
Because if you're dehydrating fruit that you didn't have to pay for, like you went and picked it out of your yard, then that's great. It's storable food that you can stick on the shelf. Awesome stuff. But if you're just like, hey, I'm just going to dehydrate blah,
right.
You really might want to consider how much it's going to cost you in electricity.
Yeah.
I mean, stuff like beef jerky, deer jerky, that's a great deal because the cost of the meat is worth so much more money than the cost of the electricity.
Right.
Yada yada yippee skippy, bam. Wayne's Homestead.
But I do like. I mean, if you're making jerky, I get drying it and dehydrating. Oh, yeah. However, I really love canned meat.
I do too.
Just being able to throw it in the soup or stew or whatever you want to make.
And Mike Miller's got a great idea, and he's coming over to the house soon to help me make a solar dehydrator because it says so right there. I know yes. It looks like he's just making a comment, but that's not. He's saying, "Hey, I'm going to come on over. Yeah. I'm coming over."
Definitely.
And so we'll make you some jerky in the solar dehydrator that you're going to build us.
Hair in my mouth.
Wayne's Homestead. I have kids too, but I think they are allergic to dishwashing liquid because they avoid it like the plague.
That's awesome.
You know what? You'll shoot your eye out, kid. I became a connoisseur of soap. What was it? Lifebuoy. Lifebuoy was this kind of nice aftertaste.
She likes Palmolive, I thought.
No. The soap in the Christmas Story.
The Christmas Story. I get it.
Yeah. All right. So a couple other questions.
All right. Since Billy Branch is here, we'll go to her question next. You really don't want to know a day in the life of me, because it's pretty chaotic, right?
It is.
Okay, so we both get up in the middle of the night to put more wood in the fire. I get up at 2, he gets up at 4, works out well. And then I'm up at 6:30 and it's nonstop until bedtime.
Yeah.
I shower, we get breakfast, we do breakfast, we have devotions.
Yep, we do a Bible study in the morning.
We do a Bible study in the morning. And then everybody's doing their jobs and their chores, and I'm out milking Petunia and letting all the animals out and all that jazz. Then about 9:30, between 9:30 and 10, we start school and
homeschools.
We do school for a couple hours, and we have lunch. Finish up anything we have to do after lunch, and then it's laundry and stuff like that. So it's pretty chaotic, but it keeps me from being lazy, I guess. Right?
Well, and to just go back, everybody here has chores.
Right.
I mean, there are 9 people living in a 1,450 square foot home, so it's snug.
It's snug.
So we cannot allow the kids to have piles of clothing in their bedrooms. It just can't be. And the sheer amount of dishes that we go through, we've got to make sure that when a meal is done, it gets turned over. Yeah. Because literally, we don't even have enough.
Don't have enough many plates.
Yeah, we don't have enough plates to get to the next meal.
Right. We'll use paper plates for lunch once in a while.
That's rare, though.
It's very rare because
that's when we're
money
just
I'm throwing
being
away.
Totally lazy.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, Appalachians. Craziest thing canned for you all. Clarified butter was mine, I guess. I actually have done butter.
We have done butter.
And I saw what got me to do the butter canning was Mrs. Wolfie.
Yeah.
Half Acre Homestead. She had a video on how to do it, and I was like, man, I'm going to do it. And I did, and we canned up probably 25 pints.
Yeah. No, it was more than that.
No.
We had like 8 flats. We had 8 dozen.
It lasted a long time.
Yeah.
And actually, it's kind of a bummer now because prices are going through the roof again. It'll come back.
Okay.
Prices are going through the roof again. It looks like we're having.
Crud.
Yeah.
Oh, there
I
it goes.
bet
There
it's
it goes.
because of the super bowel.
Probably.
The super bowel. Boom. That's all I gotta say.
Yeah. I think the craziest thing we have canned was candy.
Candy? We
No,
can
no,
candy.
I know, I'm teasing. No, we just vacuum sealed those jars.
But
But
we have canned hot dogs.
oh,
I saw a video
Never
and I'm
again.
like, well, hey,
Never
why not?
again.
Let's try it.
no.
But it
No.
was pretty gross.
Oh, it was. I think David actually threw up afterwards.
Our eldest son, he did yak.
It's like,
He totally
this
barfed.
is so gross.
He's like, "Brr." And it wasn't even necessarily the taste of the hot dog, but it did something to the texture that made it. And I hope I'm not going to gross you out, but imagine a kind of a rigid pudding. Hot dogs that are a rigid pudding. Because I bit into it, it was just like, ugh. It was like, oh,
yeah,
oh no,
out of my mouth. No,
rigid pudding.
Does the butter have to be clarified? The way we did it, it was not.
But we really didn't do. I mean, we're pressure canning, and butter is a fat, guys. So you got to understand, it will go rancid.
Yeah, it will.
It will go rancid. So you've got to be very careful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
So, and we really did it as a way just to stretch it out where we could stick it where all our canned food was, and it wasn't going to go bad, and didn't need to be refrigerated. And we used it for a solid 8 months.
Oh yeah.
I'd say. Yeah. And when we did it, you got to make sure you mix it all up because it does separate. Mm-hmm. But it was great.
Yeah.
No problem.
Yep. All right. Let's see.
Well, let's move on to goat naming.
All right. Yeah. Let's do that.
You guys know we've been struggling with our stupid goat Ruby. Now she is pregnant. Mama has felt those babies kicking around, and well, she practices her Dr. Pole.
I do not.
She totally does. She's got the little shiny thing with the hat, and she's got her flats, and she's got the and goes out there. You look so hot, baby.
Yeah, right.
Oh,
whatever.
Man.
Give me a break.
Oh, mama, you look so good. You look
it's offline again.
You look like a Snickers bar.
Stop. It's offline again.
Well, it goes.
All right.
Okay, so what we need, guys. Yeah, I know. I think Fort Builder. The thing is, the stream is going on and off. I think it's probably because of the extra traffic because of the Super Bowl. Mm-hmm. But so we need names. What do you guys think? Girl, boy, goat names. The mama's name is Ruby.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
And if we get a boy, we're going to keep the boy.
Okay.
Yes.
And we're going to keep the girl too.
No.
Okay. Okay.
So, okay.
What if she has 2 boys?
One goes. So who wants a goat? Oops. Anybody want a goat?
Opal. That's a cute name.
Opal is a great name. Ooh, Bocephus. I like Bocephus. Bocephus is cool. Brutus Buckeye. Ohio.
Oh, yeah.
Brutus, Billy the Kid. Billy the Kid. That
awesome.
Gump.
Ruby needs a name named Sapphire. I went really fast. I couldn't
Sapphire.
see it. Diamond.
Elvis is a great name. Are you writing these down?
It's going
I guess we
really
can check
fast.
them.
We'll have to go back to it.
Agnes. Ooh, that's a Rufus. I love these names. They're so odd. Awesome. Great to see that I'm not the only one not watching the game. Hallelujah.
Yeah.
So keep the names coming. Zach. Zach.
Weed eater.
Weed eater. You know, it's funny. Back when Christa and I were first married, when you're talking about, planning out your life and what you would name your kids and all that kind of stuff, I honestly thought it's kind of a funny thing. When you think about naming your kids, you can go with bland and safe, like Mark or Lisa or something like that.
Be careful, you might offend somebody.
Well, no, but that's a safe name, Rumpelstiltskin, Borat. But you could go with a safe name, right? Just something like that. But if you go with like a wacky name, you're kind of rolling the dice because you're like, well, if I go with a wacky name, either the kid is going to excel and go with it, or be the total ass whooped kid.
Right.
He's going to be the one picked on. But before we had decided on real names, I actually thought, okay, what would be the coolest rock star name for a kid ever? Because I was in a band playing, and I thought the best rock star name would ever be, and we didn't name our kid this, but would be Zubin Mayhem. Zubin Mayhem. Come on, party people. Give me some support for Zubin Mayhem.
Richard Simmons.
Deal a meal. Oh!
Nice. Garbage disposal.
Disposal. Garth. Wayne. No, you can't. Oh,
no.
You're not naming him Wayne.
Yeah, well, no. Wayne is suggesting Wayne is a great name. Do you really want to be named after a goat named after you? Gruff. Billy Goat Gruff. Get it? I like that.
That's
pretty
clever.
Cute.
Had twins once and named
Looney
one. Nice.
We had boar
Moon
goats.
Unit.
We had boar goats. Our first set of goats we had, they were twins, boy and girl, and we named them Jack and Jill.
Yep.
So we sold those to a really nice guy.
Frank. Man. I actually like that. That's a solid name for a goat.
Name the boy goat Brad.
What? Valerie.
Brad is a stubborn old goat.
And I've got a goat, so that works.
Oh my gosh.
I like Frank. I love naming animals like normal people name. No, do not say J0.
Mascot.
No.
No.
I'll tell you what, it's funny too, guys, because I don't know how many of you have seen the it was a joke video that I made that Hillary Clinton was a J0 fan. And it was really, really funny because you could, well, first of all, it was very, very clear to see that there's a small subsection of humanity that unfortunately is born without a sense of humor.
Oh, big time.
And it's weird that most of them are Democrats.
Yeah.
So I couldn't figure that out. But they didn't get that it was a joke.
Right.
And I'm like, I don't care about Hillary Clinton. I put her in prison where she belongs. But no, I didn't say that. I'm not.
No.
This is not a political show.
No, not at all.
But people didn't get there was a joke, and I just got totally attacked.
Oh, it was ridiculous. Everybody was relentless with it too.
Yeah.
Our preacher is a J0 fan. Awesome.
Is he really?
That's awesome.
Actually, you guys are making a great segue for me because I wanted to bring this up because of that silly video. What if here is the proposal? What if J0 could really be president? What if he was president?
Oh, yeah, no kidding.
What if J0 was president? And here's the thing that I want you guys to chime in on is who would be in his cabinet? Who would be the administration? See, I know who I would want to be in the administration, and somebody shot down my hopes and dreams. They shot them down. They made me be in John Kerry's stupid shoes. I'm like, well, I don't want to be. God. So, but who would be vice president? Who would I know? Blood pressure rising. Blood pressure rising. Blood pressure rising.
Drink your apple juice.
Apple juice. So BC truck. Well, but you got to say what they would be. So if J0 was president, who would be VP? Who would be Secretary of State? Who would be Defense? Mm-hmm. Who would they be?
Yeah.
TR Prepper for Secretary of Defense. There you go.
Nice. Cool.
My dog's name is Dog.
We knew a guy that had 3 cats, and their names were 1, 2, and 3.
Wrangler Star for VP. Now, Black Mesa, that is a solid suggestion. I was actually going for the humor side of it.
Right.
But I really believe Cody he's a man who has got a lot of wisdom and a lot of honor and a lot of, I would say, he's the kind of guy you want to follow.
Yeah.
He's the kind of guy you want to be around, the kind of guy you can trust.
Right.
Absolutely.
Larry the Cable Guy for VP.
Rosie O'Kelly for treasurer. Okay.
Funny.
All right. Call the goat kid. Yeah, that works. That works.
Yeah.
So anybody chiming in on the cabinet for J0's administration?
I don't know. The goat naming is more fun.
Yeah, I'm picking up some Kiddlywink. That's pretty cool. Cody's great. I've been watching him for years. Me too. I think his stuff is probably the first stuff that I really, really watched.
Yeah.
Well, and actually, Half Acre Homestead, Mrs. Wolfie, because we were learning canning. We were learning. Oh, that's our son.
He's calling.
Call it. Pick it up, Mama. He's coming home from Haiti. Hey. He's actually back in the States right now.
Are you there?
You're live,
I
dude.
know, you're live. We're on here. Let me put it on speakerphone.
Hi, everybody.
Say hello to the YouTube people.
Huh?
Say hello to the YouTube people.
Hi, YouTube people. I'm back in the States.
Hey! So talk to him and I'll talk to them.
Okay. Are you
So,
driving?
okay.
Okay.
He's home. Our
All right.
son's home from
All right,
Haiti.
well,
It's
we wanna
great.
meet you at church.
She's
I
arranging
love
the
you.
details.
Okay. He's
Our
right
boy
outside.
David's back. They built 11 houses in 5 days.
Yeah, it was amazing.
11 houses
Yeah.
in 5 days.
Right. It's just,
Yeah, it's really good, and I'm just excited because I do believe God's tugging at his heart, and I think it's a good thing. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
I think
Oh,
it's a
yeah.
really, really good thing.
Yeah.
So, all right, well, let's cruise on to some more questions. You guys have any questions out there? You got anything to talk? We've got a load of questions,
I
but
don't know if we're gonna get to them all.
no.
No.
I know what we need to talk about. Actually, do you guys, for those of you out there who know that we've been doing a recipe swap?
Yeah.
For those of you who've been involved in the recipe swap, here's the scoop. My idea is that I would like to take all of the recipes that you guys have been submitting, compile that into a PDF cookbook, and just give it out for free.
Yeah. Yep. What do you guys think? I mean, is that?
Do you think that's
a
cool?
cool idea? I think it's amazing, but
I think
I want to know what you guys.
Well, because right now we've only been on soups.
Right.
And tomorrow we're going to start on what? Are we going to do? What are we going to do?
Main dishes.
Main dishes?
Yeah, let's go to
main dishes.
Yeah.
Yep.
Like casseroles and
main dishes.
Yeah, a main. Like, I mean, if you marinate your chicken in some kind of really
a main dish.
I want to know.
So, but I'm going to have to contact everybody who's been involved in the recipe swap to make sure that they're okay with that, because technically it is yours. I mean, it's yours. But if everybody goes, yeah, I'm in, we're going to make that available to you guys. And the trick is this. You'll find out about our recipes that we do not use boxed up chemical stuff. It's all from scratch, whether it's flour, beef, butter, salt, whatever it is. That's how we do it. So we're going to try and contact everybody that's been involved in the recipe swap, get their permission. And if they don't want to give permission, then we'll just probably, save theirs for something else or just not use it in that book. But open source is absolutely correct. Brad Jr., hello. It's free. It's free. You could make a donation, but hey, that's not why we're doing this, guys.
And they're not our recipes; they're you guys' recipes, and we can't profit off of that.
Yeah, I mean, and besides, I don't have the there's only a button that says donation, and it doesn't have a number high enough for ours. We're only take donations over $38,000, or it's really not worth my time to go and click the button in the PayPal.
You're ridiculous.
It is true. I am ridiculous.
Wow.
So when do you do breakfast food? I have a great chocolate gravy. Chocolate gravy? Ooh, you had me at chocolate.
Yeah, no kidding. Chocolate, yes.
Chocolate gravy for breakfast?
Yes, I'm interested in that. Send me a message on Facebook.
And by the way, if you guys don't have our email address, it's info.bigfamilyhomestead@gmail.com. Yeah. So anything you want to chat about, you can throw up there. I mean, don't actually throw up there. That would be kind of awkward.
Just email it.
And it kind of makes it really nasty to get your keyboard clean.
Don't do that. Just email it to us.
Yeah, email. Awesome. Throw it up there. Whatever. Yeah, 38K. Oh, yeah, I'll take that too. So, all right, other questions. Because now I know that some of you guys are multitasking. The game is on. I don't know what's going on. We watched like the first few minutes and, whatever. It's cool. Whatever. Good for them.
Danny wants to know what kind of tractor we use.
Danny Homestead?
Yeah.
Deep Homestead.
Oh, sorry.
Deep South Homestead, Danny. Yeah. Danny, we don't really have technically a tractor. What I have is a lawnmower.
A garden tractor
that you can put implements on. It's the biggest one that you could get from Craftsman, and I really want a tractor that at least has a PTO.
Yeah, no
power takeoff.
Yeah.
Because oh my gosh, they come in so handy.
Oh yeah.
But the reality is, we're saving up to get a new piece of property, and you can't have everything.
No.
You gotta.
Well, and
Stay focused.
I mean, that garden tractor has been such a great thing. We've had it for what, 4 years?
Yep.
And it's never given us too much of a hiccup until, well, the fall when the belt came off and that was a nightmare.
Well, and we showed you in the video.
We showed you in the video that it's super simple, and our son Jonathan fixed it. So
he's gotten. Oh, and by the way, speaking of Jonathan fixing things, don't give it away. Don't give it away. But we've got a super cool truck update. Mm-hmm. I videoed it today. It's gonna come out on Tuesday.
Okay.
So check that out. I'm so excited about the truck update.
You didn't tell what the tractor was.
The tractor it's a Craftsman.
It's the 26 horsepower.
I don't think they have
54 inch mow deck, but we put a plow on the front of it, and that's about it.
Wayne's Homestead, you're going to convert your lawn tractor to propane for real?
Sweet.
That's cool, man. Yeah. Really cool. That's awesome. Okay, Denver game update. Denver 10, Carolina 0. Wow. That's cool. Go Peyton Manning. I've actually met Peyton Manning. I've actually hung out with Peyton Manning. I've actually had apple juice with Peyton Manning. Scout's honor. And Peyton Manning is a solid dude. He's a really, really cool guy. Lots of fun to hang around. And that is also another great segue. Pumpkin, are you there? Pumpkin, are you there? Tell me if you're there, because I don't want to tell the story if you're not there. I have got, and she's been waiting for about a week for me to tell this story, my WWF story. So I'm kind of waiting, stalling, seeing if Pumpkin's there. Pumpkin's there. Are you there?
I'll answer Alberta's question real quick.
Oh, she's there. She's there. Okay.
Never mind. Go ahead.
Okay, Pumpkin. Here's the thing. A lot of you guys know this, but I was in a band, traveled, and then when you start getting a little bit more money, you can start flying to gigs so that you can do more gigs, and it's really awesome. Well, one day we were in the middle of podunk nowhere, flying from where I can't even remember, and we had to get on one of the 30-seat airplane, the little ones. We call them musician killers.
Yeah.
Because you get on that plane and you're like, oh, Donna.
Those were my favorite trips when he'd say, yeah, we're going on a musician killer.
Yeah, because they're the prop planes.
Is my life insurance paid up? Was the next question.
So we get onto this plane, and I walk up, and you're up the little stairway, because you have to go outside to get on these planes. And you get up there, and I'm like, holy crap, I recognize that guy. And he was sitting in two seats, and it was the Big Show. That guy, the Big Show. I don't know who that is. He's a wrestler. Pumpkin will know.
I know, but I don't.
But the funny thing is that I don't know jack crap about wrestling at all. I know zero. I looked up and I was like, hey, you're the Big Show. And the reason, no, I'm sorry. I did not say that.
No, you're Captain Insano.
You're Captain Insano. Mm-hmm. And it's crazy because I go, dude, you're Captain Insano. And he kind of looks at me like, because he was in that Adam Sandler movie, Waterboy. Mm-hmm. And he was Captain Insano. And I didn't know him from Adam, except that he was in the Adam Sandler film. Mm-hmm. I'm like, dude, you're Captain Insano. And he goes, yeah. and I think he was kind of like let down that I didn't know who he really was. I'm like, he was, yeah. But he was sitting on two chairs. And then so I round the corner, and I'm like, holy crap. I'm like, there's The Rock. Mm-hmm. I recognize this guy. I recognize that guy. I recognize those guys. And I don't know anything about wrestling, but I'm like, that guy's on TV all the time. That guy's on TV all the time. That's The Rock. And then they had their like manager guy, like the guy that he had really dark hair and a mustache, and he was always the one that would jump into the ring. He was the evil manager. You probably know who he is. I don't. But I ended up sitting behind this guy, and I'm like, holy crap. There was literally like 6 to maybe 8 professional wrestlers on this plane with our band, and we're a bunch of weirdos we looked weirder than them. And that is counting the spandex. So we're sitting there, and I'm sitting behind the manager guy, and I kid you not, and okay, forgive me, Father, for I have sinned, but I did look over the guy's shoulder because he was writing some stuff on the paper, and I kind of did one of those, looking over. Right. And he was literally checking off who was going to win what matches for the next thing. He literally was going. He was writing the script for who had to win, who had to lose, who was going to be a draw, who was getting thrown over the railing, and who was going to get a chair to the melon. So there you have it, Pumpkin.
Wow.
That is my crazy wrestler story, and the Big Show was not really appreciative that I didn't know who he was.
Right.
But he did get 2 seats.
Yeah, everybody is saying that the connection is really bad. I'm super sorry about that, guys. I don't know exactly what's going on.
You know what, guys? I guarantee you it's got to be the Super Bowl. Maybe we should cut it short tonight.
Yeah, I have to go pick up David.
Our son's back from Haiti.
Yeah, they're driving to church. So
yeah, so please understand we're only cutting this short because probably the internet is devastated because of the Super Bowl, and we're going to go pick up our kid, David, from Haiti. So please come back next week. We'll make a you should put a chokehold on him.
We will make up for it next week.
We'll make up for it next week. And so as of tonight, just a real quick prayer, and we're going to call it a night. So we come before you, Father God, and we thank you so much for all of the people that have taken time out to come and be with us, Lord. I ask that you would actually, please, Lord, just develop this community, strengthen the community of the self-reliant folks, get people interested in figuring out how to provide for themselves, and then be generous to others. Lord, we know that you've called us to be in this community, and we ask that you would allow us to be a blessing to these people, and that these people would in turn be a blessing to those around them. And in that, we will reflect who you are and how much you just love us, Lord. We thank you so much, and we're grateful for all you do, God. Amen. You guys have a great night. Sorry about the connection. Sorry about the connection. We'll do better next week. Not that it was our fault. Right. We'll sing next week too. Sorry.
Yeah, we'll sing next week.
We will. Bye, guys. Bye.